Okay, how can you tell, kids that their first, last, and best love is self-love when they're being born into a culture that makes you feel like your worth, your value, how you think of yourself, how you love yourself is in the hands of others. I don't care how many likes you get. Do you like yourself? That's what's important. When you depend on people to build you up, they'll have the same power to break you down. You don't need anybody on social media's validation to know your worth.
All you jealous, ugly bitches. You know what? Very perky today. Look at these bitches. 'Cause I'm a boss.
In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Miss Miami, and she's a Instagram model, and she recently did an interview about how she got butt injections when she was 22 years old. And basically she admitted to getting butt injections because it was a trend, and she was saying that at the time she had lost weight and she had lost her butt, and so she wanted her butt back after losing weight, and so she went and got illegal butt injections. Now I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, well, she got the illegal butt injections, she didn't get the BBL with the fat transfer. But I wanted to talk about this because a lot of the things that she said in her interview, it can be applied to people who got the illegal and people who are just getting the regular BBL. And I want to talk about this because it's something that I can relate to, being natural and all, but I can still relate to some of the things that she brought up in her interview. And I feel like a lot of women are misplacing or not really comprehending or understanding what they're subjecting themselves to when they go and they get their butt done. And there are just so many different things that you may want to consider before getting your butt done. And I just want to talk about those things today. I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to tell you what you should do with your body. I just want to open up your eyes to maybe looking at some other things that you are overlooking because you are so focused on the glamorous side of having a big butt. But maybe you're not thinking long term, maybe you're not thinking how you're going to be treated afterwards, and maybe you're not really thinking about how this can affect your health. And I'm not saying due to the illegal butt injections, but just like your overall health, with you carrying that extra weight on your frame. I'm 5'10" and I weigh 208 pounds right now, and I have a 5'10" frame. Some of you guys are petite, some of you guys are really tiny. So I just really want to open your eyes to maybe things that you're overlooking because, the big butt is being glamorized and no one is really talking about other things that comes with it that just are not so great. So let's go ahead and get into this video.
When I first got butt injections, I was 22 years old. A lot of people say work out, do squats, get a bigger booty, but no, I worked out and my booty got smaller. My last interview was 2 or 3 years ago. I decided to make some lifestyle changes because I'm not young anymore. I want to be better than I was last year. You making a video? Damn_Miss Miami, follow me. I'm working on a few things that help me just express myself with words and with actions instead of expressing myself with being naked. Now, I just want people to see me more as Courtney. Okay, I may look like a circus freak because my booty big like this, but I just want people to see me for me.
So in this part of the video, I know you guys are wondering, well, how can you relate to that? And honestly, if you see the men in the beginning of that video or that clip, you see how they're pulling out their phones. I don't know how many times people have recorded me being out in public. I don't know how many times men have put me on their Snapchat. It's to a point where I can feel when someone is recording me. And it's like disrespectful, and I feel like people don't respect me publicly just because my ass is fat. That doesn't make me feel good, and this is why I had such a hard time accepting my body for what it was naturally, because people just treated me any type of way. It was almost like who I wasn't worth getting to know, but let me record you, let me take pictures of you without your consent because your butt is big. And it's just disrespectful.
So you all know I'm trying to change my image, and I have a couple outfits here, so tell me how they look.
Okay.
Don't hold back.
Get ready for some honesty.
This is how we do this. In one way, I'm yours.
See, this don't even fit.
Turn around, let me see. Oh, wow.
Damn. Man.
Okay.
That's why I don't like to go shopping. No, for real. Okay, now we're getting there. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I really definitely like it.
Are getting closer to something more conservative.
Look, this is really nice because I want my image to match who I am.
Courtney, as an influencer, she's going through this change right now where she wants to really up-level her image. She is experiencing a bit of contradiction, let's say, but she also feels obligated to deliver to her fans.
But look,
Hey, listen.
What we're working on is, how does she create that balance?
I just want to look good in clothes and feel good in clothes, but I don't want it to still look like I'm just overly sexual. But is it really about my butt smaller, or is it about the clothes I choose?
Well, it's a little bit of both. What I do see is that you're definitely getting there. Your sense of self is definitely there as far as where you want to go, where you see yourself.
And this part of the video, it really hit home for me because I hate shopping, y'all. I hate shopping because, well, I used to. When I was 250 pounds, which is the picture on the left, which majority of people wanted me to stay that size when it comes to my Instagram and my supporters. A lot of people wanted me to stay at 250, mostly men, and it was because they just liked how thicker I was. But shopping was a pain in the ass. And shopping was such a task. It made me hate shopping. I hated it because I knew that by going into this store, some items were simply not going to fit because of my butt. And at the time, my hips were probably, when I was 250, I think my hips were probably sitting at around maybe like 52 or 53 inches. And it was just uncomfortable. You know, my back hurt, my knees hurt, and I was out of shape. You know, I was heavy. I was still working out, but I wasn't in tip-top shape because I was just carrying around that extra weight. So when it comes to this part of the video, I can relate in so many different ways. Being natural and all, I can relate to what she's saying just because it's like you want to be able to be taken seriously. And when you have a big butt, it's hard for people to take you seriously. And I even talked about this in one of my videos when it comes to being in white environments, playing the game when it comes to white privilege, white supremacy, and all of that. If you're a black woman and you are thick, you have a big butt, people tend not to take you so seriously. People don't take you seriously. People will label you ghetto. And I can relate to that part, and I get what she means. Like, even the most simplest things. If you saw her, she put on that blazer, and then she put on like that jumpsuit or whatever to make it look more conservative. But then again, her butt was still there. Her butt still stuck out. And, it's hard to be taken serious. And I'll never forget, I believe it was like 3 summers ago, I was trying to get a mentor. And my mentor came on to me, and no way, shape, or form was I inviting. No way, shape, or form was I asking for it. It's hard for people to respect you when you look a certain way. It's hard for people to take you seriously. And in this interview, I took it a little personal because she now wants to be the girl next door. But what about a girl like me, a girl that was born this way? You're saying that I can't be the girl next door. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of things are being overlooked when it comes to women wanting a big butt. There's just a lot of things that women are not really understanding, like, this is what you're subjecting yourself to. And once you get it done, there is no going back. Once it's done, it's done. And you're going to have to reconstruct what you've done if you're going to try to reverse what you got done. So I just really, really want you guys to really think about this, because there's just a lot of things that are being overlooked, like I said, and you should really sit down and really think, is this something that I really want? Is this something that I really, truly want?
I don't want to send mixed messages, but because the butt attracts people, once I do get them on my page and they're able to read my captions or understand what I'm about, then hopefully they fully get the message of what I'm trying to portray. There are a lot of women who want cosmetic surgery because they do not like their body.
You know, it's crazy because when I was 16, I was thinking about getting ass shots too.
Really?
Yes, you know, I just wanted that
curve that
yes,
you see everybody
that
having,
coca.
right? Especially coming up.
Just because it looks good does not mean it's healthy. And I just want to say, don't do it. Don't do it. Go to a surgeon, do some research.
In the last clip, that's something that I'm struggling with right now. You know, with trying to find a balance on my Instagram. I don't want my body to overshadow my words, my opinions that I have, topics that I like to talk about, because I like to be political. I like to talk about racial issues, and I just don't want my body to overshadow those things. And at the same time, you know, I was having a conversation with my guy friend, and I was telling him, I'm like, I need to find a balance, you know, because I'm not ashamed of my body, but at the same time, I know how people can be. You know, if they see you posing like this or wearing this, then all the things that you've ever said about opinions on political views, racial views kind of goes out the window, because people don't respect you. But at the same time, I don't want to neglect myself, me as a woman, my womanhood either, because I am a woman. I should be able to feel sexy and feel beautiful and display that on my Instagram account. But I don't want my body to overshadow my views and opinions. So I'm trying to find that balance. I've really cut back on modeling on my Instagram because I see myself being a spokesperson, speaking on panels for women empowerment and just like womanhood, and I just don't want my body to overshadow. It's something that I really want to get into. It's something that I'm very passionate about, and I would prefer to have a lifestyle and have a career like that than to be an Instagram model. But I have lost a lot of weight, and I want to show thicker women that you can lose weight. You don't have to lose your butt. Be consistent, do your sprints, stay healthy if you're going to be thick. You know, being thick and unhealthy is not cute, and there's just a way that you can live a healthy, thick life. You know, I feel like so many people push the message that you have to be unhealthy and thick, but no, you can be thick and you can be healthy. You can work out, you won't lose your butt, and I just want to push that message as well. But I don't want that message to overshadow my views and my opinions that I display on my YouTube channel and sometimes my Instagram account. But comment down below. I would love your opinion on this topic. I don't know what I'm going to title this video. Something along the lines of big booty problems, maybe. I don't know. But comment down below. I want your opinion on this. And to the women that have been naturally thick their whole life, I want you to comment your story down below. I really want to read your story. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified for when I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.